If you're suffering from headaches, give these couple exercises a try. Outside of practicing some stress relieving techniques, trying to improve your mobility, releasing tight muscles, and your strength in your head and neck can prove to be very beneficial. So the first thing I'm going to show you is a release to a muscle called your suboccipitals that lies kind of at the base of your head, top of your neck area. So the easiest way to do this is I'm going to have you lie down. And I'm going to use my left hand here so you can hear me. But what you want to do is you want to take your thumb and you're going to put it right on the back of your head. And then you're just going to follow the contour of your head until you feel a little cliff. Right in that cliff are a few muscles called your suboccipitals. There's 4 of them on either side, okay? And then what I want you to do is you're just going to put a little bit of pressure in that area, and what you're finding for is some tight, tender spots right below the base of your skull. Again, it kind of feels like a cliff, if you will. Now, when these muscles are tight and create headaches, they typically send headaches around your head and into your eye. So what you're going to do, again, find those tight spots, identify a tender area, and you're just going to put a little pressure, a little upward pressure through your thumb. You don't have to stab your thumb at it. Tolerable pressure, and you're just going to hold that anywhere from 1 to 3 minutes. Now, when you're doing this, you can also incorporate what's called a chin tuck. As you perform a chin tuck, that's going to force you to put a little bit more pressure on that muscle and onto your thumb. So you can hold that for a few seconds. You can come in and out of it. You don't have to do a chin tuck for the entire 3 minutes. Again, a chin tuck is you trying to make a double chin, or if you're nodding yes. Okay, so you can work on this multiple times throughout the day. Try to get a good release in that muscle there. Second thing I would like for you to try is if you take a towel, or you could just take a rolled up shirt like I have, you're just going to put it around the base of your neck here. And all you're going to do is you're just going to gently pull forward. And then I want you to look up at the ceiling. Do your best not to lift through your chest. All this motion is coming through your neck. As you're pulling through the towel, or like me, I'm using a t-shirt. That'll work too. So again, that's a little forward pressure. Look up, hold for a few seconds, and then back down. Then if you want to do another variation of this exercise, you can cross your hands over, grab a hold of the towel or shirt, whatever you're using, lift one side up, usually the arm that's on top you want to lift up, and then you're going to work on rotating your head as you pull through the towel. This one can be a little tricky to get, so if you don't feel comfortable doing it, no big deal. Go back to this one here where you pull forward and look up. This is kind of a global mobilization with movement exercise. Lastly, I want you to take a TheraBand. You can get away with a nice strong one here. So again, the darker the color, the harder it is. You're going to stand right on top of this. And you're going to wrap your hands around it so you got a good grip. You want to make sure you start with a little bit of tension. Again, you can get away with a fair amount of tension here. And all you're going to do is you're just going to shrug your shoulders up and roll them back. Shrug them up, roll them back. As you're rolling back, get a soft pinch of your shoulder blades. You don't need to try to lift up as high as you possibly can or roll back as far as you possibly can. Just go about halfway, 3/4, nice and slow. Good resistance on the band throughout the duration of the movement. Try about 20 to 30 of these. You can do a couple sets throughout the day. Try those exercises a shot, along with stress relieving activities to try to help with your headaches.